Hello, Paintball World, and this is Caesar Pizzo coming back to you from Lone Wolf with a tech talk. You guys have asked us questions, and we're here to answer them. Fitzy, what people are asking us?
The biggest thing is I have paint in my Shocker ERA's eyes. How do I get it out?
All right, so that's going to be a real simple one. You've got two eye covers, right, and left side eye covers. Basically, you're going to take, it is a 1/16 Allen wrench. You unscrew the eye cover. It's a little screw, so you want to put it off to the side with an O-ring on it. Real simple. And then you can take the cover off. And your eye is going to be right inside here. And there's an O-ring that holds the eye cover down. It's the eye lens, actually. That's the eye cover. Let's see, right here. So you want to pop that O-ring right off. This little O-ring here. You would take this O-ring here, and then this lens right here will come forward on the wire. You do not want to pull that wire off completely out at all. I'll show you where the eyes connect onto the board when I take the frame off, because I'm going to show you something else that people have been asking.
Yeah. The other one question, it comes with the eyes, and I legitimately got this question. Do I have to clean both sides?
I would recommend cleaning both sides. If you already have it disassembled, just take a Q-tip with some alcohol, clean the eye out, get inside the actual hole, clean it all out, and then put it back together. Put the lens, the eyes in, and then put the O-ring back in it to where, can you see that fits right there?
Yep.
All right, so we've got the actual eyes right here, and then that O-ring holds that eye down in place. So then to put it back together, obviously you're going to put the eye cover back on, and then you're going to take that little set, it's not a set screw, it's a socket head screw, and just screw it back in. Make sure the O-ring's on it. You don't need to go super torquing it down. That O-ring's going to tighten up on it and will not allow it to back off.
Nice.
So that's how you get into the eyes of a Shocker ERA. What was the other question, Fitz?
Before we take the frame off, the other one, where do I lube?
Just like all spool valve guns. Yeah. Quarter turn, you pull off the bolt system. You got all your stagnant O-rings on the outside of it.
Stagnant O-rings. Do they need lube?
Yes, they do need to be lubricated. Okay. Not as heavy as the dynamic O-rings, which is on the bolts and the can and the drive cone, the bolt guide. So basically on the Shocker, you're just going to disassemble this part right here, unscrew it. There's your bolt guide. There's the two O-rings right here. These are the dynamic O-rings. These are the ones you want to make sure you lubricate. Like I've said before, I like lubricating, getting underneath the O-ring, lubricating it, and then putting it back on. So basically, nothing like better than using the Ultra Silk Performance Lube. I use a soldering brush, get inside there, put it back on, rock and roll.
Perfect.
So that's, for the bolt guide. Then you've got your bolt itself. You got these two O-rings here, and then I would recommend putting a little bit inside in here as well, because it's going to go on your bolt guide. And then you've got the inside O-ring in here that needs to be lubricated. Same thing, pull it out, lubricate underneath it, push it back inside. I didn't bring a dental pick with me, so it's hard for me to show you how to pull it out. When you pull them out, squeeze them and let them fold up, and then they'll go right back into the track, nice and easy. So basically, what you're doing is
fold it like a horseshoe, kind of. Well, yeah. Not really. I guess more like a.
So basically, I'm going to show you on this one. What I do is I pinch it, and it goes like that.
Yeah, I might be able to see that. I'll put a drawing on the.
Yeah, and then you can literally put it inside the O-ring groove.
Yeah.
So, and those are the most important O-rings to lubricate in the Shocker ERA. And then when you want to put it back together, just go ahead and assemble it. I take the bolt O-ring off the front, put it in, put it back together.
And that just makes it easier.
Yeah, and this way you're not pushing any lubricant through. Remember, this back O-ring here is another, it's not really a stagnant O-ring, but it seals for the air chamber up here. So it's basically a place to hold the O-ring. When you want to screw it up here, that seals how much air is going back to the actual bolt return. It gives you a softer shot.
Right. So it has to be lubed so that the O-ring swells and it seals. Right.
Yeah, this one here doesn't seal anything.
Oh, okay.
This is the stagnant O-ring that seals. This is basically used for electronic or mechanical.
Gotcha.
So basically right now, this would be considered like in a mechanical version, you know, so it allows the air to get back, you know, for the bolt faster. It's just for like the bolt speed itself.
Gotcha.
So, and that's all you gotta do. Put a little bit of lubricant on the static O-rings, and then just go ahead and place it back inside the gun. Obviously, you know it's a quarter turn, locks in place. Make sure this block. If you ever hear it leaking out the back, that means that this is open and it's allowing the gun to vent.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that that's closed.
I shot mine out the back once.
Yes, it happens.
Yeah. I have one more question for you, Pizzo. How do I take that electronical Noid out so I can put my mechanical one in?
So you're going to have to drop the frame.
Yeah. Which is just one screw.
It's this back screw right here. And then you're going to drop the frame right here. Mm-hmm. So the solenoid is right here.
Gotcha.
So you've got this little locking system right here. And then once you unlock it, you can literally just slide it up, and you want to gently just pull up on the wires.
Yeah.
Back
Very
and forth.
gently, because you don't want to pull them out of the
No,
connector.
you don't want to pull them out of the actual plug.
There you go.
And that's how you pull it out. These holes, the same as in the mechanical ones, should always be to the manifold side, which is the blue piece on this gun. You want the air to be going through here, and that what allows it to go into the manifold, running through the manifold, which allows the gun to cycle back and forth. So if the black piece falls off, if the black piece falls off on you, all you got to do is snap it back on. All right, you see it? Mm-hmm. All right, so.
And this just takes patience, guys. It's one of those things where just patience is a virtue and is key sometimes. Yeah. Like if that falls off, like you just got to have patience. Don't try and force it. You'll figure it out. You'll get it. It's actually convenient that it actually fell off on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you want to make sure before you put your solenoids in that the actual position of that is forward. So this would be locked and this would be unlocked. So, and then what you do is you put your solenoid back in, make sure it's centered into the manifold, lock it, and then you can go ahead and plug your wire back in. Just set it on the top. Don't push it down very hard, and go ahead and just plug it in.
Nice.
And then you want to make sure that this wire is laying flat in front.
That way it doesn't pinch.
Yes. And then if you do disassemble it, you want to grease this O-ring right here. It's really nice to do so. And then that goes into the airport. Slide your frame back up, and that should be locked in. Don't try to force it. You know, everything should be going in nice and easy. So then you take your screw.
Also, I got one more note for you, Pizzo. Don't do what I did. Make sure it's completely degassed before you pull that frame off, because it will pop and it is loud.
Yep. And then a bonus thing that I want to tell everybody that I've come across is when you guys want to change your triggers, there's two O-rings on the actual trigger screw. Mm-hmm. So basically what you do is you take and unscrew the whole thing, and once it stops spinning, try to get in there with your fingers and pull it out. Don't try to use an Allen wrench trying to pull it out, because you could break the Allen wrench head. A lot of times people use a ball head and stick it inside, and they'll break the ball head inside the screw, and then you ain't getting it out.
Yeah, don't do that.
And then this, obviously the trigger comes out nice and easy by itself.
Yeah, then you switch to whatever trigger you want.
You can switch to any trigger you want. Try to match, if you do go to a different trigger, try to match up the set screws as close as possible before you put the new trigger in. So this way you can get the trigger exactly like you had it set up.
Yeah, and then you're all set.
Yep.
Well, other than that, Pizzo, is there anything else?
No, that's real simple. I mean, if there's any other videos that you guys want to see or want to talk about, just, you know, put it in the comments below, and, you know, we can get at it on another marker or any other gun that you guys want to. But basically just real simple maintenance on the Shocker ERA. If there's something else that you guys want to see in another video of a Shocker ERA, just let us know in the comments. Hit us up on any of our social medias and we can make a video on it, specifically, you know, to your likings.
And where's the best place to find videos and gear?
That is lonewolfpaintball.com.